Year 6, we've made it. We've made it to the end of the week. We're meant to the end of this project. So this is what my project's looking like, something like this. Obviously, all this is now filled in with everything. And we've just got this last section left to do. So I'm going to put the subheading here. Actually, we'll do the subheading later on together. Anyway, so this is what we're going to be doing today, filling this bit out. By the end of the day, drawing on a load of pictures, making it lovely, making it amazing, and having really huge amounts of pride over our work by the end, because this is 2 weeks worth of work that we've put in here as well. Right, let me just get rid of that for now, and then you could just see the screen. So we're going to be using capital letters and other punctuation correctly in our final paragraph today. The reason why this is a main sort of look at what we're looking at today is because quite a few people are still missing out the basic punctuation with things, so like your capital letters and your full stops and your commas and things like that. So to start us off with then, I've given you sort of almost like a start here, down here, of this paragraph that we're going to be doing. I want you to rewrite this paragraph in your jotters for me, please. So I might go on to here and get that there, put that there. Yep, please do it in your jotters for me. And I want you to put in the correct capital letters. There are 10 of them, and there are 2 commas that are missing in this these couple of sentences as well. So pause the video and have a go at doing this for me. Okay, so if I show you the answers, you should have, boom, these here. So the Aborigines should be capital letters, start of a sentence, proper noun. We're the first people to make Australia, proper noun, their home. Originally, start of a sentence, and that then is what do you call them? Adverb, there you go, front of adverbial there. They travelled from Southeast Asia. That's one, well, that's the whole name of something there, so each word has to have a capital letter, across a strip of land called the Torres Strait, as the sea levels rose. So then we've got a subordinating clause here, capital letter at the start of our sentence, so we've got a comma at the end of that subordinating clause, this land. So then we've got the green, this land, that's the whole subject of the sentence. Disappeared underwater, and so these people became stuck on the mainland. So what I want you to do is bonus marks as well. If you manage to do this and give you 10 dojos, can you underline each part of each sentence using rainbow grammar colours for me? So you will need the green, orange, red and blue, and then you can underline each section of each of each sentence. There you go. And if you get it correctly, then you get it done correctly, you get 10 dojos. Happy days. Right, so now we're going to move on to today's actual learning. That will just rewind in. I'm going to watch this video here. It's about 4 minutes long, and it's a bloke telling us all about the sort of the culture behind the Aborigines. Not that necessarily what's happened to them and that sort of history, but almost the culture of the historical life of the Aborigines, I suppose. Whilst you're watching this, I want you inside your jotters just to jot down maybe 3 or 4 wow words that you hear in this video that you want to use in your writing today. So I've got a list here of ones that I thought underneath. Well, this is the flag of the Aboriginal flag. I didn't realise that, so I've made my own there, and I've covered up my wow words underneath there. So we're going to watch this. If I share the screen, there we go. So you should be able to see that now. And then yeah, so just jot down any sort of notes that you want to take note of, and any sort of wow words as well. On today's show, we're going to this original. We knew this from yesterday, didn't we? From Southeast Asia, that when the sea levels were lower because of the ice age, we knew that these people came over this strip of land. And he's used the word there, migrated, which means just go from one place to another. They've gone from one place to another, so Southeast Asia or to Australia. there's no real new learning as of yet, is there? We knew that they used boomerangs to hunt things. We knew what sorts of animals that they ate. Okay, I didn't necessarily know they ate possums, lizards, and snakes, but I could probably make a wild guess that's what they were eating. And then the gathering these things as well. Yeah, I probably knew that they did that as well. So no new learning, but he's using some quite good language in this video so far. I like that whole idea about they've got a really close relationship with the land as well, and the earth as a whole here. So here, what he's going to tell us as well is that they knew how to work the land, they knew how to farm it, they knew where to get things from, and also they didn't waste anything either. So I'll just rewind that, sorry, because I did cut him off halfway through a sentence. That's a huge thing for their culture, then, isn't it? Their belief system is that they think then that spirits. Let's just rewind and listen to that again. I think he said the spirits are responsible for putting people on the land. Yeah, so the creation of the people, the animals, and the land is down to the spirits. That's their belief system there, and the whole idea then that they are protectors of the land as well. And this is not new learning to us at all, is it? We know about the colonization of the Europeans. We know, well, I didn't necessarily know there was a million Aborigines in Australia at the time, but then that's then been degraded. He used that word there, degraded down to 50,000 through us colonizing Australia. So what he's saying here is, as well as the rights that they've got as civilians, like we have rights in our country, they have civilian rights in Australia. They've also got their own Aboriginal rights as well. So it's almost like the people in Australia have realised that they've taken the land from these people. So they've given them their own rights as well. So they've got Aboriginal rights where they can govern themselves as such, and also this next right he's got coming up as well is preserving all their culture and art as well. Okay, so I'm going to end that video there, and I'm going to go on to sharing the slides with you. There we go. So, listening back to that video, then obviously you can. I mean, I've watched that video now probably about 6 or 7 times to try and understand everything he was saying in there. And I've got these wow words under here. Let's see if they're the same sorts of wow words that you've got. So I got the wow words migrated or migration is what he said there. Inhabited or inhabit as well. Culture, decline, and degraded. Well, I've picked up those words on there. Now, I know what most of those words mean. I just like them. Then there's this place for you to go as well, dictionary.com, for you then to work out what all these words mean. So you might have written down some words and you're thinking, actually, I don't know what they mean. I like the sound of them. I don't know what they mean. So then this is when you're going to go on dictionary.com and just find now the definition and the word class of those as well. So I've not got degraded in here. So I'm going to share another screen with you. Bear with me 1 second. You share. There we go. So this is the root word to degrade something. So I'm looking here, it's a verb, and there's lots of different sorts of ways I could use that verb, but let's try and see how was I using it. He said that the Aborigines were degraded, didn't they, there? So to lower dignity or estimation, to lower in character, to reduce someone to a lower rank. I suppose that's what it was, wasn't it? They were degraded to reduce the amount, the strength, the intensity of them, of the amount of the actual people as well. So that's what the degrade means in this sense of the word. So now I'm going to use those wow words as well. And I'm also now going to start planning out using a graphic organizer, the one that I used a couple of days ago to plan out, there we go, sorry, to plan out this paragraph. I quite liked this. It challenged me to think what's the best way of writing out all that information that I've written notes upon and all my learning yesterday from comprehension. How was the best way to order it to make it easy for my reader to understand? So again, I did it where I just got my questions. So where do the Aborigines come from? I think that's probably a good place to start. And then I thought, right, what's the next thing then that people want to sort of read about the Aborigines? So I thought, what were their beliefs then? So I was thinking there about the whole idea, what he said about being the protectors of the land, having a huge sort of family community that they've got as well. So that was sort of where I was going with there. Then I thought about, well, how do they live? What's their way of life? So the tools that they use, and then sort of moving on to the culture as well. What did their culture then look like? And then the last bit here is what happened to their numbers. Well, we know about the colonisation, and we've written about it in this non-chronological report as well. So I can sort of refer back to that paragraph and say, you know, because of colonisation from the Europeans of the East Coast, the numbers declined, is one of my wild words that I've used as well, wasn't it? So now I'm going to have a go at writing this paragraph. So if I stop sharing, put my video on for you there, and hopefully you can see my whole thing that I've got going here. So I'm going to put a subheading. My subheading is going to be something to do with the original. Well, it's actually, yeah, the original. Might put that, the original Australian people. I might put, because they are the Aboriginal, aren't they? I can't spell it now. Australian people. I'm going to underline that with a ruler as well, making sure we are doing that, because I've seen some people try and cheat and not use a ruler for underlining. Right, so I did say that I was going to do it about where they came from, didn't I? Where do the Aborigines come from? And I've got my wild words up here as well. I'm just looking at these on my screen, and you'll probably look at them inside your dotters as well. So I'm going to start off with, actually I started off quite well with that whole capital letter thing right at the start of the lesson, didn't I? I might end up just changing a few of those words then to my wild words. So the Aborigines, capital letter, I've got to just have a look how to spell that. I always spell this wrong. Aborigines, there we go, were the first people to make Australia, making sure I've got all my capital letters, Australia their home. Correct there, please. Belongs to them, so I've got the I in there. Their home. I then need to sort of say about, I think I said originally they moved or something from Southeast Asia, but I'm then going to put that originally they migrated. Originally they migrated. You might be able to hear Nate crying in the background. from Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia. There you go. And then I want to sort of say about, oh wait, no, I put about across of land, didn't I? Across a strip of land called the Torres Strait up there. So what I'm going to do then is have a go now, typing up my sort of waggle using my, let me get my screen back on for you, using my share screen, there we go, using this here. This is the way that I've put my thoughts out there. You might completely go the other way and do something different with the way that you're going to put your thoughts out on a piece of paper. But I'm just using this graphic organizer to help me put those thoughts out, and then making sure I get my wow words in there as well. Okay, so then what I should end up with then is a lovely piece of work from today, which then links with everything that we've done over the past couple of days. So if I put my camera up there for you so you can see it, and then I can spend a bit of time decorating and drawing those pictures like we did for our Charles Darwin thing. So I might put the Aborigine flag somewhere over here. I might draw it's like a sea turtle or coral up here for the Great Barrier Reef. I might colour in all my borders and the colonisation of Australia. Then might maybe draw the map of Australia around here, and then Captain Cook maybe draw maybe a small little chip or something over here for him as well. So I'm really going to try and make the best of what space I've got on here to make it look absolutely awesome, something I'm incredibly proud of. I'm going to take a picture of this. I'm going to send it to me, obviously, on Class Dojo on the portfolio, so I can have a go at reading it all, try and get a good picture of it as well, so I can see all the hard work you've been putting in and read it as well. You need to take a couple of pictures so I can make sure that I can read it, read the hard work that you've done. And a massive well done for your hard work over these past 2 weeks. Year 6. Very, very proud of all of you, and you should be very proud of yourselves as well. And I shall see you after the weekend. Bye.